Hi everyone, it's Killshot99 Gaming. This is Playdead Live. The Morgue, Arc versus MIR. These rivals go back a long, long way. I'm looking forward to this one because this is the Speed Racer. These two teams play great matches, and tonight is going to be amazing because the teams are going to be under the gun to get moves in, to get good moves in, and also to beat the timer. So I see we got some of our super fans already in the house. I saw some early super chats. Who do we have up there? We had Bones, good luck. MIR and Arc, happy birthday to Moonshot. Absolutely. We gave him a birthday shout out on Monday. Also won yesterday. We got Valar in the house. Hello, Kills. Great mods, channel members, PDL player sponsors, bundles, burn coin, kills coin. The portal is amazing every single day. It gets better and better. I see Trigger in the house, Trigger's Army, Diana C., one of the original super fans. You guys know how we do it, and we're going to start out talking about some standings. Got some standings to get to. It's always about those rankings. Check this out. The question I have for you guys, and I don't want to hear, we got 3 other teams out there. I want to hear boo, boo, boo. Is MIR America's team? Are they like the Cowboys out there? MIR is 8-4 and starting to catch some rhythm a little early. Now, we'll say this. MIR usually catches their stride later in the season, but right now, look, 8-4. Look at the point differential. 3,782 point differential. The only other team in the positive is the team they're playing tonight, which is Arc. And, I mean, that's pretty amazing stuff. I see Dimes in the house. Good luck to MIR and Arc. But in all seriousness, check them out. MIR at 8-4. Really, really done well with the Morgue. Look, some teams pick up on certain maps. Some teams pick up on certain game-style plays. This season has been a lot about adaptability, whether it's been a smokehouse match or no boss or double walls, or you guys saw the other night Vox played. Apparently the speed rounds are good for Vox. They found like, hey, we like that. We like that one. Well, we're going to find out tonight if this is an advantage to either team. MIR playing at home tonight. Look, they're 8-4. Sly 7-6. We got Arc at 6-6 trying to get up there and tie Sly. We got Vox, who's been playing well the last 4 or 5 games, but a little snake bit. They finally got over the hump and had a big, big win against Sly the other night. But you can see tonight we got Arc and MIR. The next week we got MIR and Sly, Red Wedding. We said initially that would be for first place. It may or may not. MIR may have another game advantage, so we'll find out. The next Wednesday night we've got Arc versus Vox, Red Wedding. That's going to be fun. And then we do Speed Racer again, where we've got Sly on the road again with Arc. They're like, we just played a Speed Racer on the road. Well, you're going to play another one. So that's going to be a lot of fun, and hopefully you guys will get the hang of it. So let me take you guys over to the PCPs, everybody, player control points. This is after the other night. Again, a major change here. Now, I said at the beginning of the stream the other night, Moonshot with 9 ahead of the game there, and he absolutely still is. But look who made a big jump. The Deacon. So we got Moon and we got Kel Julia. The Deacon went all the way up to tie for second place. Pretty impressive. 5 gold bars. We got Cat Samurai. DZ, Crimson really just starting to put on a show right now. 1,150 points. You got Cat, you got Dow, you got Kel, Moon, Deadly Dime. Several people you playing tonight that are on the list. Rover, we got Dow, Julia, Kel, Jim, Craven Light, and Valar. Almost everybody on the list is playing tonight. Rover, Father Ron. Look at Father Ron, the king of the Rover. 12 tires, Father Ron. Look at that, 303. Julia up there as well. Can Julia overtake Ron? We don't know. But we got Deadly Dimes, Moonshot, Bones, and Kel. Cannonball King, I should say, is now the great Justice. Look at Justice. 10 cannonballs. Jim right behind him with 8. Craven B-Dub, Samurai Busy Bee. And not only is Justice the Cannonball King, apparently he likes the orbs too. 7 orbs. We got B-Dub, Trigger, Julia, Kel, and Valar. And I am going to say that tonight's pet might affect some of those Occupy, some of those orbs, and some of those DZ PCP points. This is a good pet. I'm going to explain it to you guys, but it gives you a rage kickback and also is going to start to do some things by putting a little fire on the ground. It's going to light a fire under some of y'all, but it has some really, really good use, and especially when you level this thing up. So that, everybody, is the PCP points. I'm going to take you guys right into it tonight so we can get this game started. We're going to start at 8:30, but here it is. Here is tonight's Epic War Bundle. These bundles are great because you guys just got your inventory. We had a great replenishment. Could have rolled out gear, but I was like, they want a really, really strong pet, and it is time that we start to change a little bit of the game, and that fire on the ground is going to make a big difference. The pet cannot be played tonight because I know there will be questions that will come up over the next 3 or 4 days as far as the technicalities of how this pet is played. But tonight's War Bundle, here it is. A lot of these by request take you up top to the silver. ASC, Iron, Chill and Thrill, Orange Crush, Post-Battle Pet Revive, Hexite, Dyneema, one of each of your waxes. Take you down to the red bundle. We've got Cursed Red, Krampus, Mayhem by request, Combat Orbs, Frantic 5, Red Summon Skins, Savage 6, Mag 7, Super 8, of course Madness by request, because some people just like to load it up and bring the AP. Gold Bundle, Cursed Blue, Krampus Sapphire, Robust, Gold Skins, Lethal, Onyx Skins, Bionic Wildcard, Max Torment, Standard Ammo, can't make it anymore so you have to get it. Ejection Bomb, Bombs Singular. Bombs are now singular, remember that. Sparks and Bombs, you don't have this huge, huge stock like you had before. You got to use them wisely. Green Bundle, Energy Orb, Arrowhead, Spider Silk, Platinum, Cursed Death. All these skins are by request because people want to upgrade their weapons and their armor after they just got their inventory. So you got, look, Gold, you got Onyx, you got Platinum, you got Stellar, Bionic Torso by request, Vine Smoke by request, Elemental, Airstone. Take you up top. We got Gold Summon Skins, Mythic Summon Skins, and that's right. There is not only a reimagined version of the Chill Smoke. The artwork is amazing. Here it is. If you guys have not had a chance to see it, wow. That is the Chill Smoke. See the ice starting to form there. But also the Chill Smoke is going to be a little bit different. I just gave a little sneak peek. Dives, you're going to get something extra. So hold tight. She's like, what's behind there? What's behind there? The Chill Smoke, first of all, slows. There's no range on it. So you don't have to stand on a person. You can drop it. It's going to go over to the area that you want. So if there's a fire on the ground, you can drop the chill. It'll go over there. It's going to put that out. But it can also slow the opponent, lower their damage by 10%, and when they cast their pet, 10% less pet damage. Chill Smoke is really, really good. So it has a lot of things that you can do, played like a Ghost Smoke, but it's got some versatility. And that's right. I'm going to go ahead and show Dimes what's behind there because she's been bugging me. You're getting a triple Dimes potion. Why do you guys think we're putting a triple Dimes potion in here tonight? Why do you think it's important to get a triple Dimes potion? Because we got a box event next week, everybody. It is going to be our first box event of 2023. You guys already reserved this over 3 weeks ago. This has been sold out for 3 weeks, and we are going to give it to you. We're going to give you a box event. We're only doing one box event in January. The next one is going to come in February when it's tax season, and then we're going to have some people probably picking up multiple boxes during tax season because we know, I think we did a tax event last year, and we sold a lot of boxes, so we might do that again. We'll do something pretty cool. But without further ado, there's your triple Dimes potion all of you guys are going to get. Let me show you guys the great Murdoch. All right, Murdoch, look at his chain. He's got a S on his chain, and it stands for Slayer because he is Slayer Murdoch. All right, here's what Murdoch does. Couple things. He doesn't damage people. He is a rage booster, and he drops a flame. Think Donkey Kong flame, right? You know, the little flames that kind of jump around and jump around in a little pie factory. All right, so here is what he does. You play him. When you play him, he gives you a Rage 2 boost. So if you're hindered or you're tormented and you can't play that, he is the pet to play at that moment to give you that extra boost when you got the torment smoke on you. You get something out of it. But not only does he do that, he has a couple purposes. So this flame comes out, and you can pick a player. If you pick a player, that flame hits them for D10. It can break their seal, whatever. That can be prevented. You can use a prevention on it just like you can an absorption would do the same thing. So if you target a player, it's a good way. That flame just bounces over. It'll hit a seal, or you can prevent it. Or what you can do, you can play the flame in a zone. And when the person's in the zone, or when they go into the zone, let's say Ron's in the rover, and you play Murdoch, and you get that early boost, and you say, I'm going to put the flame in the temple. When Ron goes over to the temple, bam, he takes those points. And he can't get rid of that flame until he plays a chill effect. No healing on this. Cannot be played tonight. Heal smokes, don't get rid of it. So I'm telling you guys, your chill smokes, like we see up there, that chill and thrill up there I gave you guys in the silver bundle, the chill smoke tonight, those things are going to have to be used. You can't stack the flames, but you can play flames in a different area. So I think that the faction war maps are really, really going to start to heat up a little bit, if you know what I mean. I mean, they're going to be on fire. So that is tonight's bundle. I got to tell you guys, do not underestimate what this pet can do. It's a strong rage boost that can overcome a hinder, that can overcome a torment. It is also a very, very good team pet, because it's also going to either hit a person, break a seal, break an absorption. I see you guys playing pets all the time. You play a pet just to break an absorption. And now you can play this pet, get a rage, and that fire could break the absorption. So a lot of cool stuff here. Or you can drop it on the ground. There's going to be a flame on the ground. So somebody's sitting over in a DZ, it's going to get a little hot on them. So they're going to have to play their potions a little bit better. They can't just heal. Now they may have to focus on that flame. If they focus on the flame, they can take their eye off their health. See where I'm going with that? All right. Kel, Murdoch is amazing. You guys have seen Primus. Now you're seeing Murdoch. Murdoch is a second pet. While Kel's typing all the people picked up his bundle, let me show you guys something else. Because here is Slayer gear. And you can see, look at what we've already rolled out. We got the Slayer helmet. We got the mask. We got the medallion, we got the gloves, we got the trinket. Now we have Primus and we have Murdoch. This is our second Slayer pet, and probably the best we've ever started out a set with the pets. So there we go. That is tonight. And when you level Murdoch up, he's just going to get stronger and stronger and stronger. A little more rage, a little more anger. So you see right there, we got Fly Rod. We got the Assassin, Deadly Dimes, Father Ron, B-Dub, Valar, Craven, Justice, Samurai, Cat, Busy Bones, Trigger, Dow, Football, Jim, Diana C, the Pope, Crimson, and Kel. There we go. That's a lot of pets. They're going to be floating around, everybody. Good stuff, good stuff. Got a couple more minutes. So I want to talk about a little news with you guys before we get to pre-match buffs. So we'll get to pre-match buffs in a couple of minutes at 8:29, so we can get started exactly at 8:30. A lot of you guys tested the portal this weekend. So I just got to tell you guys, we are closer and closer and closer. You guys started to see some of the cosmetic changes. You saw how big the inventory screens are. One of the things that I worked on yesterday for the developers was a profile page. One of the main developers and myself had put off the profile page because they're working on the inventory and a whole lot of other things. They're already working on the crafting. The auction house will be probably next week. So the crafting and the auction house, and after that, we are going to be very, very close to a full alpha test to where everything will be at least out on the table. So the profile page I set up just has some really, really cool things. I know you guys like your bigger avatars. You like to be able to keep up with things. So we laid out a profile page that's just going to, it just looks good. It separates your alt from your mains. It gives you a way to display your awards. Lets you keep up with your currency. Keeps up with your career kills. Something that we are going to add. And, some of you guys may like this. Some of you may not. But when the portal rolls out, I told you guys two things. One, we're going to get some of our castle raids back. That's going to be cool. But number two, I always like when you have boxing matches or wrestling matches, whatever, you have a ranking system. So we're going to start to work on a ranking system that takes all of the things that you guys do and combines it into a formula so we can rate some of the players and say, like, okay, I'm the best Clash player, but I'm like the 8th best pet battle player. But I'm probably the 10th best faction war player. And we're going to jumble all those things together, and we're coming up with a player ranking, and we're going to rank our top 25 players in order. And some of that could come with voting as well, where you guys can have a list and say, look who the number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4 rated players are. So the more events you get in, we want the totality of the experience to be not just how good of a faction war player you are, not just how good of a Clash player, but if you participate in a lot of those events, how is your player ranking overall? And I think this is going to be a huge, huge draw for new players that come in that want to play the online version of our game to see who the best of the best season after season really is. So more cool stuff coming for you guys. Thank you for everything that you guys do. I'm just super excited to deliver some of the best content we've ever had this year. It is 8/29, everybody, and I need the starters who are playing tonight. That's going to be Julia, Villar, Dow, and Jim, Moon, Kel, Fly, and Samurai. Give me your pre-match buffs. Remember, for tonight, there will be a 20-second timer. I am the judge and the jury on the 20-second timer. That is not able to be challenged. Your job is to put your move in. If I see it on my timer and it's on time, I'm going to say yes. If I don't, I'm going to say no. If it's different on your screen, it doesn't matter because we're going by my stream. And that's the only way we can do it to keep it organized. If you lag, if you time out, if you do some of those things, you won't get the points. It's just, you can't manage this type of format based on lag. We had a great job the other night. There were 2 or 3 players that were just a second or two under it, but every single move the other night was within 30 seconds. That's how fast the gameplay was. So there were 8 moves that were between 20 seconds and 30 seconds. Hey, on their end, a couple of them might have said, look, I was right on time. I was a second. Doesn't matter. It's based on when I see it. And I'm going to be honest with you guys. There's usually a second or two between me switching streams. So by the time I see it, it's really 22 seconds, just so you guys know. So if you don't make it by the time on my screen, you've had more than your share of time in order to get that done. So I see Julia, I see Jim, I see Villar, Kel, Samurai, Moonshot, Dow, and Flyrod. That, everybody, is our starting lineups. Let me give you the order, and I will give you an advance notice before the first player gets a chance to go. So obviously, first couple players should be a little easier. Here's tonight's MIR map, and tonight's starting lineup is as follows. Going first in the bomber zone is going to be Kel. Kel will be followed by Gemstone in the other bomber zone across the way. Jim is going to be followed by Flyrod in the tank zone. Flyrod is going to be followed by Villar in the tank zone. Mirror match so far. Villar is going to be followed by Samurai. Samurai is going to be followed by Julia. Look at this. Everybody, same position, same order. Julia will be followed by Moonshot. Moon will be followed by Dow, who will be going last. Julia will be the captain for Team Arc. B-Dub, who is not starting, will be the captain and calling hits or wait from the bench to start out. So B-Dub on the bench with the lightning bolt as the captain. Challengers are going to be Moonshot, who is in the DZ, and Shaman Sheila, who is on the bench. So we got one team's captain is on the bench, one team's challenger is on the bench. So again, the order is Kel, Jim, Flyrod, Villar, Samurai, Julia, Moon, and Dow. All right, everybody. Have fun. And the first person going is Kel. Your timer starts right now. 20 seconds, Kel. Ten seconds to go. And 1. Timer is up. She beat the timer. So under the radar, a few seconds to spare. She is going to go balls to Main Street. All right, balls in 1. And captains, I'm going to ask the captains, be quick tonight too. The only thing that held us up a little bit the other night was the captains could be a little bit faster, and I think we got veteran captains tonight. It'll happen a little bit quicker tonight. Kel also playing a seal. Balls to Main Street. Kel, balls in 1. We'll cap in 3. Going to go absorption. Can't play it. Can't play a Mythic Blue because she's activating the Lantern. So Kel has to move within range, which I'm going to say is here. She didn't call a specific area. And remember, that makes it undetectable. And it's a beautiful move. There's one problem with it. Jim's got a first turn absorption. So Kel plays balls to Main Street, plays the seal, plays the absorption, activates the Lantern, but the QWERTY is a D10. And the D10 is played on a player has first turn absorption. It doesn't break the absorption. No damage gets through, no effect goes through. We go from Kel over to Gemstone, dodging a bullet and a legendary, literally. The absorption doesn't have to detect the shot. The absorption is on you, regardless. Arc catching an early break. Let's go to Gemstone, 20 seconds. Starting now. All right, Gemstone beats the timer pretty easily. She is going to go Euclid to Fly Rod. Fly Rod is Marty. Going to go Dark Boss to Main Street. Stacking Main Street. Interesting. Dark Boss could be plus 25. She plays it in 1. We'll cap in 3 if it does cap. Got a contest already. Going to play a seal. And blue gel to the temple. B-Dub hits her weight. It hits. All right, we're going to put out the temple. All right, Euclid is good. Dark Boss is a contest. Blue gel is good. And a seal. She does not have her absorption, obviously. We go to Fly Rod. We would give him a 20-second timer. So we will automatically give Fly Rod the points. And we'll skip him. Let's go to Valar. Fly Rod does get the points, even though he can't move. So Valar, you got 20 seconds. You're on the clock now. All right, Villar gets her move in time. So we'll give her the credit for that. She's going to go boss to their chest. Villar playing boss in 1 with cap in 3, so we got a contest. And we also got a chest being occupied. All right, I'm taking off the hinder, but I got to hit you with a 25-point penalty. You guys have got to follow the double line procedure. When you type it, you own it. Double line move from Villar. I'll remove the hinder, but it's minus 25 already for Team Arc. Pay attention to the rules, guys. Got to follow the protocol. Flourish wand. All right, she's playing the earth. Flourish is going to be on the wrap. Boss to their flag. Flourish going to steal. SP3. All right. So, what are you stealing from Samurai? Clarify to me what you're taking from her. So, boss is good. Flourish wand is good. Stealing from Riley, but I need to know what you're stealing. Stealing her boss. Just so everybody knows, Riley has no boss. She pulled back on the hinder, which is fine, the ability. And an E3 Vlad to the Main Street boss. All right. And that is going to be Kel's boss. She's got a lot of health. But you're getting an uncontested Vlad. E3, good grenade, good damage. %, 16% damage getting through. Boss, flourish, steal, seal, E3 Vlad, 16%. All right, let's go from Villar over to Samurai. You got 20 seconds, Samurai. And if you type a move that I don't understand, I will ask for clarification, and I'll give you the opportunity to remove it if that happens. Plenty of time, beats the timer easily. Samurai getting her 10-point time bonus. She's going to jump into the rover. All right, jumping into the rover. We're going to give her the tire. Riley, 25 points for the tire. Julia quick on the draw. Samurai is going to drive to the temple stairs because she can't get into temple. Going to play Rod. Going to play a seal. And she's going to play a cadet, put out the flame. Julia says it hits. So it's all good. She got her points. She moved. Put out the flame. Got a seal. Everybody's on point. Julia, you're up next. Give you 20 seconds starting right now. Captains are super fast tonight. You guys are awesome. Keep it going. All right, so Julia, she got her move in quickly. Take a little time for me to calculate it, but it beat the timer, no problem. So we're going to start out, she's going to put Sleet Wand on their wall. Sleet Wand is going to turn that black block. Going to freeze it. Let's take the Ice Wand out of play. Jim, you might want to delete that. Thank you. All right. I'm going to jump into Rover. Going to drive to the temple. Going to Euclid Moonshot. Seal and Thrill. All right, so we got Fly. We got Moon, both Euclid. Going to play Red Primus for the boost. All right. So Red Primus comes out. It won't matter because they're going to stop the grenade, but I'll explain it. So Red Primus is going to come out. It's going to give her a boost. F5 Red's Revenge loaded to that boss with no mercy, a bigger boost. All right, so Julia loading up to get the grenade in there. Moonshot is turned into a Euclid. But Kel's going to use gold blue. It's going to be the first blue of the game for MIR. And that gold is going to hit Julia's absorption, break her absorption, but her seal is not resolved yet. Sleet, Rover, Legendary, Pet, Seal, Juice, Ability, all good. And we go to Moonshot, and Moonshot will get the points. We'll skip him. And going last is going to be Dow. Dow, you got a 20-second timer starting right now. Dow got his move. Plenty of time. Give him the points. And now let me get over to the move itself. E3 Red Gel, Mind Blast, Cosmic Violet. Mythic Benny to the boss with a Silver Spark. B-Dub says wait. Gold Psycho from Kel. And I'm going to tell you, that weapon is legit. I think B-Dub knows it. All right, I'm going to give you the Mythic Benny damage to start out, though. Mythic Benny coming through. 16% again. One was a grenade, one's a pet. Kel's boss is 68%. And B-Dub with a timely Gold Psycho. Kel, one of the few on the field that can actually do some DIs. The Gold Psycho is going to be used. One blue, one Psycho. Dow is going to lose his absorption. So he played Red Gel, Mind Blast, a lot of stuff there. This is what the timer does. Dow didn't play a smoke. Going to happen. Happens to you guys a lot. You're going to miss some moves beating the timer. All right. At the end of round number 1, Samurai is going to rotate into the temple. She was at the temple stairs. Rod will come along for the ride there. Got one blessing for MIR, one blessing for Arc. Give Dow a halo. Let's give Marty a halo. Marty Moonshot. Samurai spending one round in the temple. Julia 1 round in the temple. Eat your rovers. And I'll let you guys do your own math going forward. Strawman, 0-0. DZ, 25. 25. All right, we're going to go to round number 2. Kel, you got 20 seconds starting right now. Got 3 seconds. 2. Timer's up. See if she beats it. Did not. 2 seconds over the limit. Kel, no bonus. Mythic Kang to her boss. Mythic Kang is good. Julia says it hits. Gonna play a pet repel. And a Rapture loaded to the wall. Rapture hits. And it breaks the blue. Breaks the blue. See, that's what happens when you play fast. Using a Rapture to get rid of that ice block. That's a toughie. I can't believe I just used the word toughie in a stream. Not my first choice of a description. But anyway, you get the idea. All right, Mythic Kang is good. If it caps, it'll be worth 63. Pet Repel's good. Rapture's good. Gemstone, you're on the clock now. 20 seconds starting. Got 12. She had that one ready for a little bit. Gemstone getting the points. All right, Gemstone is going to go Demon Gate. Now, Demon Gate means if somebody gets taken to the portal, they get 25% of that. So I'm going to put that right there. Now, hold on. That cannot be used because she played... Yeah, that's not your question, though, to ask, Amy. You should be an observer and not ask that question. So if you guys are watching, please do not tip your hand that can get either team involved in that. That's not a question we want anybody asking. But that is a legendary, and I was on my way of correcting that. So the Demon Gate cannot be played. Gold Kang to her boss. So we got Gold Kang on Main Street. Jim playing Gold Kang could be worth 55. Gonna Max Spark Moon. So the Max Spark does no damage. So it doesn't break him. Well, actually, after his move, he will not be unmartied until his turn. But he is slowed. Thrill Smoke, H9, Easter Beaster with Ignite, and Bloodlust is her warrior ability. All right, B-Dub, it's up to you. So I'm going to give the answer to the question. in this case is kind of yeah, but something will happen on your turn. So for a max spark, I'm going to say yes, it does affect you, but wait till your turn. It has to at this point. And here's why, Jason, because I would say, can a pet cap the DZ? So you're still you. Can a pet get a halo? If that makes sense. So I have to kind of make sure it's done both ways. You're still you, you're still occupying, you still get the halo, and technically Marty is still sparked. All right, so B-Dub says wait. Gold blue from Samurai. Second blue of the game. And the gold from the gold blue is going to break Jim's seal. All right, so warning to Arc for using 2 legendaries. It's a warning the first time. It's different than the 25 double line issue. Gold Kang plays on her boss. Max Spark goes to Marty Moonshot. Thrill Smoke, H9, a lot of stuff added to that. Big Grenade. Doesn't matter where it's going because it was going to the wall, but they're going to shut it down, and it stops the attack and breaks her seal. All right, we go from Gemstone over to Fly. You got 20 seconds. You're no longer Marty. Go. Fly beats the timer pretty easily. Let's give him the 10 points. Going to go Mirror Smoke to the Dark Boss. And that would be, we'll make it as that one since the other one has a Benny on it. Also going to play Boss to their chest. Fly Rod playing Boss in round 2. Won't cap until 4. Art got a little bit of stall in round 1. Going to play Plum Arrow to Julia. To take away pets. Julia sealed. So Plum Arrow does not get through the seal. Does break her seal, however. Mirror Smoke is good. Boss is good. Plum Arrow breaks the seal. All right, that's Fly Rod's turn. We're going to kick it over to Valar. 20-second timer now. Valar, you're on the clock. About 11 seconds left. Three, two. Timer's up. Let's see if she got it. Under the radar, Valar's good. Mythic Kang to her boss. Valar playing Mythic Kang could be worth 63. If it caps. F4 Wedding Crasher to the Main Street Bird. All right, so we're going to start with the movement. Moves over to the bird. Drops Unholy Smoke. Gets rid of the Mirror Smoke. Wedding Crasher, B-Dub says wait. So the movement would be first. Drop in the Unholy Smoke. She's right on top of it. Plays the pet, and F4 Wedding Crasher, all good. B-Dub says wait. Fly Rod, Kel, and Samurai are not martied. Moonshot is still martied. Fly is going to Judas that Wedding Crasher over to the mirror wall, and there's no sleet on this one. Joey got an F4 Wedding Crasher redirected. We'll see. We'll see if that was part of the plan. Neither team with any wall damage as of yet. Julia says wait. Dow's going to prevent it. So Judas is used, but it is prevented. All right, that is Fly Rod's move and Dow's prevention. So after Fly Rod, we kick it over to Julia in the temple. 20 seconds now. See if Julia can get her timer in. As a captain, you got to get your move in after you call that prevention. So let's see if she's quick. Got 10 seconds to go. Timer's up. She beat the radar. Back that out, Julia. That was Valar's move, so delete your move. Sorry, I got confused. I saw Fly Rod's Judas, so I called Fly Rod. All right, back it out. And let's go to Samurai. Samurai, you got a 20-second timer starting right now. Nope, that was my bad. I just saw Fly Rod up there and went in order. Let's see if Riley gets her move. She's got 10 seconds. But thank you for playing through it anyway. All right, Samurai easily beats the timer. No problem there. Let's see what her move has in store. She's going to drive to the DZ. All right, first thing's going to happen is Rod is going to go over. He's going to steal that black block. All right, MIR getting on the board. They got the first part of the wall, but not the big hit that they normally get. Black block is off the board. She's going to drive to her own DZ. Put her right over there. Mythic Kang to Kel's Boss, which is on Main Street. So we got a second Mythic Kang there. Could be worth another 63. Going to cap in a couple of turns. Playing a Pet Repel as well. F4 Red's Revenge to the wall. Joey says, let this one hit. So F4 Red's Revenge. We'll do a health check here. F4. And it's a Reds. Green block. And 50% of a green block. Movement, pet repel, grenade, all good. All right, now we're called back up. And next is Julia, 20 seconds, go. See if her move changed. Maybe it did, maybe it didn't. Could be the same move. We don't know. All right, it's pretty fast move, so maybe it was the same. Julia gets her move in time. No problem with the timer. She's going to drive to her DZ as well. Two people over there, and because she drives to the DZ, picks up an absorption along the way via Valar's Flourishing Wand. Going to play MIR Smoke. All right. I'm going to get that move in a second. No player on the map right now is at the stairs of the temple. Valar is not. She went over to play a unholy. Kel is not. She moved closer to the wall. No player is on the temple steps. So make sure you guys are aware of that. All right, Julia's going to play MIR Smoke to the Main Street boss. Max Spark to Moon. Marty is not moving. Marty has 2 Max Sparks on him right now. F4 St. Elmo loaded with Disperse, and she already played No Mercy to that boss. B-Dub says, wait. Fly Rod says, I'm going to use a prevention on it. So, Arc, throwing some heat there early. MIR, shutting it down. All right. Drive, MIR Smoke, Max Spark, Red's Revenge. All of the above. All right. Moon turns from Marty to Moonshot. Any buffs on Marty are gone. He is now free to do whatever he wants with his character, and he is not slowed. Moonshot, you have 20 seconds. Timer's up. He did beat the timer. I had a little lag on my end, so maybe he beat the timer, maybe he didn't. But again, we're going by my timer. So if it gives a few extra seconds on my timer, we have no control over that. It's when it shows up on my map. So Moonshot's going to play Absorption, which is good. Regis the Main Street boss. And he's also going to shoot, or he's going to add a Gamma Glob to it. So Regis with a Gamma Glob is going to bring Kel's boss back to 98%. Now I want to say something before we get to the final move, because I understand what the gameplay was there. And, Arc certainly was trying to Max Spark Moonshot, I would assume, to prevent movement to the dungeon. That's what it looked like leading up to that. If that was something that you wanted to do as a team, either team, you would have had to hit him, break him out of Marty, and then play the Max Spark on him. All right. And that's a good challenge by Shaman Sheila. He cannot play the Absorption on himself. The only thing he can do is that move. So that's a good challenge. I'll give a warning to MIR. It has to be the pet and also Sheila with her first challenge, successful challenge. But he does heal the pet back to 98%, which is what his intention was. All right, final move of round number 2. Dow, you got a 20-second timer. Not with Max Spark. It didn't. It has to take damage. All right, Dow, red gel to straw man. Going to dismiss Benny. Can't say I blame him. Talon Villar to the temple. All right, dismissing the pet for the pet hits. Legal move. Talon Villar to the temple. Red gel to the straw man, B-dub. It hits. All right, so Dow hitting that. He has no absorptionist, round 2. He has no seal. He takes 10% from the smoke. Dow's at 90%. A little bit of kickback there. He does light his first flame. And he does get Villar in the temple. All right, that's the end of round number 2. Captains, give me your subs while I tally the totals here. So we got Julian Dow in one, Samurai Moon in the other. So basically, the DZ stays 25-25. No points gained. 4 people are gaining a halo. Moon getting his second one. Samurai getting her first. Might come into play. Art getting 5 points. MIR getting 0. Villar getting the temple. MIR has nobody in the temple. So we got DZ points, Strawman points. Rovers know where they're going, and Temple in effect as well. All right, Unforeseen coming in for Kel. Kel heading over here. Turn you upside down. Sorry about that. Put Unforeseen there. Kel losing all those cool buffs. Man, that's a lot of buffs going to the wayside. Moon and Dow would lose their buffs, but they don't have any. So they don't have to worry about elevation. B-Dub coming in for Flyrod. Flyrod heading out. Got to get that Judas in play, though. There comes the captain in the tank zone. That's one team. Let's go over to the other team. We've got Sheila coming in for Gemstone. So Shaman with her successful challenge tonight. Now, I do know that Shaman is at 80% and Amanda is at 80%. Each coming in with Suffocation. I got Shaman's buff. I got B-Dub's buff, and I got Unforeseen's buff. Again, those of you just coming in, I'm going to remind you, you got 20 seconds to get your move in from the time I say go. And I will cap your pets. I'll do the other stuff. You concentrate on your timer. You don't need to let me know, do this after my pet cap. It's going to take you a little bit more time. With all that being said, Amanda, you got 20 seconds to get your move in starting now. $12 seconds. In 5. Let's see if she can beat the timer. Pressure's hot. Timer is up. Did she make it? Barely. Barely, Amanda. Woo! Talk about a split second. Just showed up. She moves to the temple. Going to go Burnous to the wall. Walls are slow tonight. Going to need a little extra impact there. Going to steal Sheila's boss. Sheila's been on a hot streak capping lately. Boss is gone. All right. Gemstone's boss going to fizzle out. The Kang on that is also going to fizzle out. So no points from either. Kel's boss is going to cap. And MIR is going to get 2 mythic Kangs, which is going to be 63 times 2. Amanda will play boss, and we'll get to that in 1 second once I give MIR their first flag, 1 flag to 0. But again, Ark was able to stall in the first round, so that helped them a little bit. Boss to Main Street from Amanda. Boss in 1. Would cap in 3. She's also going to play a Heal and Seal. That resolves, would bring her up to 90. And, Joel, you got M7's Red's Revenge. You don't need to wait for me to call it. So when you see it, address it. Oh, she did. I think I needed to refresh. So, my bad. She made the call earlier, so it does hit. M7 Red's Revenge. And the Burnous was played. So the Burnous effect goes through. Remember, legendaries go through before the attack. So Amanda is getting the extra damage on it from her legendary play. Nicely done. Combo shot. M7 Reds. Half green. Full blue. Full blue. Amanda, 2.5 blocks with the extra Burnous. Jumping in here like a champ. All right. And we're assuming that MIR didn't say we're playing the squid. So the squid is dead. It has to be announced on the first player's move. So no squid tonight. We go from Amanda over to Sheila. Sheila, you got 20 seconds. Starting as soon as I can find the timer now. Got about 12 seconds. See how fast the shaman is. She's fast on the challenge. Let's see if her move is. Look at that. Very nice, shaman. Not playing any games. Look at that. She beat the timer like 6 seconds to spare. She's going to summon Gold Kang to Valar's boss. Gold Kang could be worth 55 if it caps. We got a couple Kangs out there right now. Going to banish Wand Dow. All right, the banish wand is going to keep him from being launched or lifted. White wands are off the board. Nirvana is gone. She's going to play a Heal and Seal as well. So just like Amanda, going to get some of her health back. She's up to 90%. Bombers got to watch themselves these days. S8 Kata to bury the dead. B-Dub says, let's let it roll. She's going to spend the S8 on it. We're going to allow fate to take care of itself. All right, let's bury the dead. See if they can bury something. Now, you got targets out there. Now, the rover's not dead. So it won't bury. However, you could still get the rover. So there's a 33% chance. Shaman taking a little gamble. Sheila, do me a favor. Give me 4 of those numbers up there. Give me 4 of those numbers from 1 to 9. If she gets the rover, nothing is buried. If she gets the Scarage, it's buried. Obviously, she wants to tank. 2, 6, 8, and 9. Number 2. Number 6. Number 8. And number 9. All right, Shaman. Give me 3 more numbers. Now, if you get a tank, you thank the tank. So just pick 3. I go in the order you pick. One of them sinks before the other one. Obviously, she wants a tank on her next one. But if it's anything else, we'll go to the next number, then we'll go to the next number. So give me 3 more that are not those numbers that you picked. Seven, 5, and 1. Starting with number 7. We don't need to go to number 5 and number 1, but I will show them to you anyway. I'll show them all to you. This one was not, well, it was meant to be tricky, but it apparently wasn't very tricky. It was pretty straightforward. And once she got 8 and 9, I guess she figured she'd take a gamble on it. Shaman Sheila, burying the dead, and the tank is dead. So we're going to take MIR's tank. Is going to be out of play. Big gamble. Got to waste a turn on it, but a big payoff. All right. Gold King. Banish. Heal and seal. Buries the dead. Are you guys seeing the map? I have no idea what is going on here. I've got a tic-tac-toe board on the screen. Huh. Okay. Mine is replaying. Hang on. Mine is replaying the... oh, there you go. Sorry. I hit pause on the playback. Mine was replaying the what just happened on the tic-tac-toe board. Like, I'm freaking out here. You guys are seeing the map. I do what you guys did sometimes. When I clicked on the map, it did the playback. All right. Anyway, whatever. I see the map now. Okay, that was Shaman's move. B-Dub, we're going to give you 20 seconds from now. All right, pretty quick. She's got it done with a lot of time to spare. She's going to go Mythic Kang to Fly Rod's boss. Put that way over there. And B-Dub playing Mythic Kang. Could be worth 63. All right. 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I got to test something. Just give me 1 second. I'll finish this move. All right, good. Okay. Making sure I'm in real time. All right, Mythic Kang to Fly Rod's boss. She's going to move to the temple. All right, she's got to move to the temple stairs because Amanda's already there. Vines to Julia, F6 seismic loaded to the wall. Julia says, wait. TP1, the vines or the seismic? Seismic. All right. So the vines are going to get rid of Julia's absorption. The seismic is prevented, so that is shut down. Mythic Kang is good. Boss is Temple is good. Vine's good. And we go from B-Dub over to Valar. Valar, you got 20 seconds starting right now. Pretty fast. All right, easily beats the timer. Going to jump in the tank. Leaving the temple, jumping in the tank. Gronk to Main Street boss. So yes, we know that's the cyborg. All right. That's not a double move because she said Gronk, so she's explaining what the Gronk is. Gonna Talon Sheila to the temple. All right, first things first. Let's cap Valar's boss. Valar's boss is capping. It's going to cap with a 55 and a 63. Valar also getting a cannonball bonus. So let's give Valar that 25. And I did not give Julia her tire earlier, so let's give Julia her tire as well. Both teams now have a tire. And Art getting an extra cannonball that MIR won't be able to get. Flags are 1-1. Each team able to cap one so far. That's a good challenge too. Valar moving to the tank zone. No cannonball for Valar. Good call, Moon. She is not established. Let's take that. That's why you guys get the challenges. Take the cannonball back. No cannonball for Valar. Move to the tank zone. Does not jump in. Talon Sheila to the temple. Let's move the shaman over. Deity ring to Moonshot. All right, let's give Moon a pet repel and a seal. Moon, you cannot use any smokes for the remainder of the game. Valar's going to play a pet repel on herself. And F5 Snowstorm. She cannot play the F5 Snowstorm because she's in the tank zone and she's out of range. So she moves to the tank zone. That's her first move. Had she not done that, we would give her the grenade play. But because she's trying to establish in the tank zone, no attack. The Talon is good. The Legend is good. The Pet Repel is good. And she does play the Cyborg, which is going to cut the boss on Main Street, which is Amanda's boss. Which played in 3 with cap in 5, is now at 50%. All right. All good. Let's go from Valar over to Samurai. 20 seconds. The timer is up. Easily beats the timer. Samurai is going to drive to the tank zone. Going to send Stasis over to Julia. Going to send Dust to Julia. And going to throw a QWERTY grenade to Julia. And Sheila's going to Eclipse Julia. No Stasis. No Dust. No QWERTY. Basically no attack. But they did get him to burn it. So no Stasis, Dust, or QWERTY grenade to Julia. Samurai does beat the timer. All right, speaking of Julia, 20-second timer starting now. Easily beats the timer. I'm assuming it was because Amanda and Valar were both in the temple. Jason? Was that not the case? No, Dal taloned her into the temple. Did he not? All right. All right, so we're going to burn a challenge on MIR so we can keep this game going. All right. Nope, we're good. Everybody's up to date. Okay, let's get back to where we're at. Julia's going to summon boss to their chest. Boss is good. So Julia playing boss again. Taking a little time to get some of these bosses out. So Julia playing boss in 3 with cap in 5. So you got one with cap in 5 is 50% on Main Street. Another one, and then we got a fly rod boss that'll cap next turn. She's going to drive to the tank zone over with Villar. Double occupied in the tank zone. I'm going to drop Seal. And Julia throwing the heat. All right. Boss to their chest. Drive to the tank zone. Seal. And Julia playing S6 Wedding Crasher loaded to Amanda's boss. The health has some opportunity. I'll just say that. S6 Wedding Crasher is going to take Amanda's boss. Not in floater gear. 50%. Down to 10%. 40% shot from Julia hitting Amanda's boss. Some opportunity there, as I said. Especially after a Gronk shot. Gronk and Julia doing back-to-back shots there. All right, we're going to go from Samurai to Julia. Julia over to Moonshot. 20-second timer, Moon. And kind of what was expected. Even though Amanda's boss got crushed, they had a backup plan because Moon was not sitting on the stasis. Well played. Boss to Main Street. One step ahead. Moon, and it's still in round 3. So not even a stall there. Moon, boss in 3 will cap in 5. Double stacking Main Street. It's also going to go ahead and steal Dow's boss. Going to put some Torment on Villar. And F5 Seismic. To Julia's boss. Dow going to play Mythic Blue. First blue of the game for Arc. And that is going to break Moonshot's seal. All right. Good move, good plan, but it's early and this game is close. Keep the heat on, everybody. This is a good one. All right, let's go for Moonshot, who's beat the timer, but his timer's still going. Let's go to Dow. 20-second timer, Dow, starting now. And got 3 seconds. Timer is up. Did not beat the timer. Now missing out on the timer by about 2 seconds. He does get the red Kang. All right. Because he targeted Amanda's boss, and because it is a red, it is not the Kang, it is the Kane. All right, spelling issue. But if it were a Kang, he would have targeted Julia's boss. So it is a red Kane to Amanda's boss. B-Dub. Just confirm again that it is still going to hit. All right. Red Kane is going to kill Amanda's boss. Pet plays are extensions of ruffled feathers. We established that. Dow is going to get a ruffled feather for killing the boss. 25 points. His shot is going to fizzle because he doesn't have a target. So the red Kane kills the boss. The E3 red gel, he can't redirect because that was a part of his follow-up attack. No target for that. Moon's still on Main Street. And he plays a seal smoke on himself. All right, we go from Dow. This is the final round of the first half. And we're going to go back to Amanda. Amanda, your final move. You got 20 seconds. Pretty easily beats the timer. No worries there. Amanda 2 for 2 tonight on the timer. Nice job. Sheila, you can delete that. Gold Kang, thank you. Gold Kang to Fly Rod's boss. Gold Kang could be worth 55 if it caps. You're fine. If you guys accidentally type your move in chat, we always allow you to delete it. That's not an issue anymore if you type something meant for guild chat. It's just when it comes to your moves. Gold Kang to Fly Rod's boss. Max seal over to Moon. Gonna give him another seal. And also, Dow's Kane spread the flame. So I need to give you an extra flame Dow. It didn't cost you any inhalation. All right, so Gold Kane, Max Seal, S8 Wedding Crasher to the wall. And they're going to pain half of that to Moon's boss. B-Dub. Does the damage hit Moon's wall? Or, not Moon's wall. Moon's boss. Let me know if it goes through. I'm going to calculate the damage from the Wedding Crasher, S8. All right. And Amanda's down in the red zone. S8 with the burnoose. Nice shot there. Blue block. Red block. 25% of a red block. She got 75 red remaining. 2 3/4. For MIR, Arc hasn't touched the wall. B-Dub says it hits. Moon with substantially more health on his boss than the previous boss. Nonetheless, it's 50% of that attack, which would be half of a Wedding Crasher and half of an S8. We're going to take Moon's boss all the way down. To 89%. I would say still in pretty good shape. Pain takes half that damage, sends it over to Moon, but only 11%. Big, big difference you guys can see in the gear, in the health of the players. All right, Amanda, pretty quick there. Not bad. Let's see if Sheila is as quick. Shaman, you got 20 seconds. We know she's quick because she already showed us her move. I know you're ready. There it is. All right. All right, so Shaman Sheila is going to play Cosmic Nova Pet. B-Dub, if that hits you, it's going to silence you. She's also playing a Seal and Thrill. So Cosmic Nova come in. It's going to heal Sheila back to 100%. It's a healing effect when it comes into play. If the pet hits, it'll damage Bonnie. It'll also silence her. And she's going M7 Rapture loaded to the wall with Disperse and a Seal and Thrill as well. So if for some reason Sheila's seal is broken, she'll get the seal from the Seal and Thrill. That's looking like an M8 with Disperse for the Rapture. Be a good grenade hit. All right. Riley's going to intervene the pet. So good pet play from Sheila. Anytime you play a Cosmic Nova, it's a good pet play. They stop it. B-Dub does the grenade hit. Second part of that. Does hit. Sheila getting them on the board. All right, so we're going to start out with a teardrop. Sheila knowing when to bring the Rapture. Very nicely done. Playing like an all-pro tonight. 7-8 with Disperse. Sheila was watching. She knew how hard this was going to hit at the top level maybe. Black block. Green block. Green block. With Disperse. 50% of a blue block. Sheila. It's a nice opener there. 2.5 blue remaining. It's one way to get back in the game a little bit. People beating the timers as well. Let's see if the group can stay hot because we know after Sheila, we got B-Dub on the clock with 20 seconds. See if B-Dub can beat the timer. After B-Dub, we got Valar. Pretty easy. B-Dub beating the timer. And she knew Fly Rod was capping. All right, so I've got a 55 and another 63 for MIR. Got their second boss. It's going to be flag number 2. It's a math game. Flags are close. B-Dub playing a boss. Silence did not work. I gave the flag to Arc, though. Sorry about that. Let's give it to the proper team. There we go. 2 flags, 2-1. Boss to side chess from B-Dub. And again, playing boss, this time in 4. We'll cap in 6. And S8 Lithium. And a pet repel. Julia going to play gold blue. Second blue of the game. They thought that lithium might, with the Burnous, might be enough. Julia's not taking any chances. Gold blue. We are in round 4. B-Dub does not have her absorption. She had it in round 3. We're going to take B-Dub down to 80% from the gold blue. Boss is good. Pet repel. S8 Lithium is shut down. All right, I think after B-Dub, we got Valar on the clock. You had 20 seconds. See if Valar can keep everybody playing fast tonight. Keep it going. Only a couple of misses tonight, and they were by a second or 2. Three seconds, Valar. Timer's up. She got it. Now she's going to jump in the tank. She's going to summon Rage, which she can do. She's going to get in Rage from the tank, but she has Torment, so she ain't getting an F5 Elmo. She'll get the Elmo with Disperse, but she had Torment played on her. So no additional Rage. So type no F5, please. But she is going to get a 4, 5, 6, 7 with Disperse. What's your target, Valar? Hold up, B-Dub, before you say what you're going to stop. All right. Loaded is implied. You don't need to type loaded. The inventory team will know. The only thing you need to do is tell us if it's not loaded. If you don't type it, it's being deducted. So you don't need to type loaded. If you're not loading it is when you should type it. All right, so Valar has a F4, 5, 6, 7 from the pet. E7 is going to be redirected with the Judas. The Elmo would go through, and it is Samurai's play. Even if it's a DI, she would still get credit for the gold block if it were enough to take down her wall. Doesn't matter if it's a DI, it's still you doing it on your wall. So Julia, does the Judas hit? Julia says, wait on the Elmo. Flags are pretty close with both teams tonight. Walls are not that far apart. I did not give blessings to both teams, so I'm going to go ahead and do that now. All right, Julia's going to intervene. So I'm going to pause for a second, catch up on a couple things here, because I did not announce the scores. So last round, Ark with 10 points in the straw man. So they've gotten 5, and then they've gotten 10, 15 total. DZ was 25-25. Ark has gotten 3 total blessings because Sheila had the temple, Amanda had the temple, so it's 3 blessings to 2. And you guys can figure out where the Rovers went. And you can see the Halos are 3-3. All right, Julia's going to intervene that Judas redirect. Villar still in the tank. All other things go through. All right, kick it back over to Samurai. Samurai, you got 20 seconds. Got 5. Timer's up. Did not make the timer. I guess you're going to miss. You might as well get your money's worth on the 10 points. It's like, all right. Do we have Samurai? Going to play Cyrus. Cyrus is going to take down all 3 blocks. No gold bar on Cyrus. First thing to happen, so we are going to reset the wall. Nothing to Dominari, at least on this one. Let's give MIR a full red block on their scoreboard. Going to go Orcus to Julia. Unless I see weight, it's going through. Julia losing her seal. Her and Villar both in the tank zone. Just not enough room for both of them. Orcus going to put out one of the flames. F5 Rapture loaded to the wall. Hits. Brand new teardrop. Riley setting it up nicely with the 1-2 shot. Taking it down with Cyrus. Orcus to put out. Going to send a max seal over to B-Dub. And teardropping that first with an F5. No additional bonuses to it. Black block. %, of the first green block. 1.5 blocks to start it out with the Rapture power. Julia playing Kromica to get Arc 10 points for the Kromica. All right, we go from Samurai over to Julia. Julia, you got 20 seconds starting right now. And 1. She got her under the timer. A few seconds to spare. Going to drive to the rover zone. Mythic Kang to her boss. Could be worth 63. Pet Repel. What's the target? B-Dub, you got M7 Vlads loaded to the wall. It hits. Another good shot. Got a teardrop up there. Using top tier grenades tonight. Both teams looking good. It's 2.5 blue. Mows it down. That's all you get. No additional damage. But you do get the teardrop. 3 red blocks remaining. First wall, obviously a little easier for both teams than the second wall. Rover zone, Mythic Kang, Pet Repel. Vlad's loaded, all good. All right, we're going to take it over to the post-birthday boy, Marshall Moonshot. 20 seconds starting right now. Villar playing Kromica. Another 10 points. Moon about 5 seconds. All right, his timer's up. See if he got his move in. Moon under the radar. Going to Cosmic Shield, barely under the radar for Moon, beating the timer. Cosmic Shields to his boss. His boss cannot be hit on the next turn. One right after his. Going to send a Cryo Ring over to Dow, and this is the ring that will make you cry. Because Dow cannot play red gels. I think they know what this is all about, so I'm going to put a little blue gel here so he knows he can only play dousing effects, not red pets or light straw men. F5 Trixie to the Kang and the boss. So shield means that Dow, with a very, very high-powered Cosmic, one day Dow might reveal, up to him. I will just tell you, it's up there. If he ever wants to reveal damage, that's up to him. Maybe you guys can pay him just to have him give a clue. But I think Moon knows, I don't want him hitting, right? Moon's like, let me put the Cosmic Shield on there. All right. Red Kang, we're assuming she meant Tanner. That's all she can play. She obviously can't play it. Julia playing Red Tanner. First Tanner of the game. Tanner's going to break Moonshot's seal. First Tanner. Cryer Ring, F5 Trixie, and the other part of the Trixie is going to go to Julius Boss, and it's an F5, but it's a Trixie. So it ain't doing much. %. Julius Boss at 97, Moon's Boss at 89. Moon's Boss cannot be targeted by Dow. All right, let's go from Moonshot over to Dow. 20-second timer starting now. See if he can beat the timer. Time's up. He did not beat the timer. Did not make the timer. Dow with his first. Second, miss. Move to their DZ. With the portal. Dow, what is ANS? Is that, I'm assuming that is absorption. All right. Okay, I'm right. So he's playing an absorption. He's going to play a pet repel. And he's going to gas blast Moon. So Moon, you got a gas blast. The other stuff, things he played on himself. Let me know if it hits. Dow, appreciate you playing tonight. I was made aware that you're under the weather as well. Pope under the weather as well. So appreciate you guys being here and sucking it up and playing tonight. All right, we're going to launch Moonshot with the gas blast to the other side. But guess what? They're playing at MIR. So he gets a little bit of his health back. So Moon taking a little bit of fall damage, but I still got him at 95%. All right, portal, gas blast, absorption, and pet repel. And that's halftime. Wow. All right. That kind of flew by. I'm waiting like, well, who's number 5? Who's the 5th turn? That doesn't happen till round 5. Good job, everybody. Here we go. All right. Give me your second half subs. That's the way to end the half. Now, it was nice. You got the 25 points, but the problem is you didn't have anybody in your own DZ. Ark's still able to get 25, but if they could have snuck somebody in that DZ, that would have been 75, right? All points count. But let's give Moonshot not getting that 4th halo. But Dow is getting his 4th halo. And got blessings. We're going to give 1 blessing to Unforeseen. We'll give 1 to Shaman Sheila. Straw Man, we got 5 points for Ark, 0 for MIR. All right, Temple, DZ, Halos, all that stuff's been added. Let's see who we got coming in the game. So Nixie says Kel's coming back in, and the great JJ coming in. Put JJ up there. Moon doesn't lose his pet repel because he wasn't in a DZ. Look at that. That's one way to keep your pet repel. Dow, on the other hand, does lose the seal, does lose the pet repel. He does keep his absorption, though. So that's a positive. Kel coming back in for unforeseen. Kel, you're going to start out at 80% of your health. Let's see what Team Arc has in store. Busy for Sheila, the great Busy Bee, and Pope coming in. Chilling over here in the DZ with Pops. Busy Bee, you're leaving at 20% as well. Feeling a little under the weather there. Shaman heading over to the side. Samurai and Julia both losing their rover, but they do both go back to the rover zone. Just lose their transportation is all. All right, and Villar loses her tank. Like, we didn't even really get to know you. Villar's like, at least I got to ride in it for a little bit. And I do need to give your cannonball back, Villar. So she did finally get her cannonball a turn later than I initially gave it to her. All right, so it looks like the lineups are as follows. We're going to have Kel, Busy, B-Dub, Villar, Samurai, Julia, Moon, Dow, JJ, and Pope for 2 rounds. Again, Kel, Busy, B-Dub, Villar, Samurai, Julia, Moon, Dow, JJ, and the Pope. Bosses are going to cap. Julia's boss would cap in 5. Moon's boss would cap this round. B-Dub's boss would not cap until 6. All right, everybody, here we go. That means Kel's on the clock. 20 seconds starting now. Pretty fast. No question about that one. Going to start out with Ward over to JJ. Going to play a Heal and Seal. Going to move out of range. Again, she's in the area. And an F4 silencing grenade over to Busy Bee. Welcome to the game, Busy. Heal and Seal would bring her back up to 90. Mythic Blue from Pope. One way to get a blue out. Now, Kel, you got 35 points of damage coming back to your face. She's going to use absorption. Kel taking 20 of it. 15 absorption. So the Heal and Seal take her up to 90. The Mythic, she's taking 20. It's going to take her back down to 70. So she does absorb some of it. It's a pretty valuable ability. And her Seal will resolve. Busy Bee. In 1 second. Go. Busy Bee just getting in the game. Pretty quick move. No worries with Busy Bee. Moving to the temple. Kel could have sniped that temple, but she didn't. Opened up the door there, a little opportunity. Might be saving it for somebody else. Busy Bee gonna play a Heal and Seal. Also bring her back to 90. Busy Bee's going to Cape of Craven and turn into a Priestess. S6 Vlad's loaded with Echo and Phoenix to their wall. All right, Phoenix is going to hit this green block. It's going to turn into a black block. It's going to give him a -5 on that wall. You got 3 full red there, Busy. It's a nice shot. Got some Echo. Got some S6. Looking like an M7. But we haven't seen a 3 red block shot tonight except for Cyrus. And we still have it. But you do get a red. You do get a red. And you do get 30% of a red. %70 red remaining. Temple, Heal, and Seal. Priestess, S6 Vlad's loaded with Echo and Phoenix to their wall. All right, we're going to go from Busy. Over to B-Dub, starting now. B-Dub getting the move in quick. Right there. Red orbital to the wall. With a seal. F5 Wedding Crasher. Looks familiar. Gonna take down his black block. Which you know what's underneath it. But the point of it is we're taking down that half block. And we're taking down the next green block. And she gets the red orbital in play. And if the red orbital caps, be worth 17. All right, that's B-Dub's play. Let's go from B-Dub. Up next is Villar, 20-second timer. Villar might be wondering why she didn't play Intaglio on that last wall, but too late now, right? Ward to Alex. Ward to Pope. Move into position with a max seal. And maybe she didn't play it because she wanted a lithium shot. B-Dub. That's a lot of heat for 70% of a red block. Going to send a max seal over to Pope with Ward. Villar taking no chances. Throwing a little excess to make sure she gets the job done. And she does get the job done. Gold bar for Villar. Red block. Walls are now even. Shaping up to be a pretty close one, I think. But they usually are with these guys. And let's go ahead and we're going to give Villar a lithium. Nice lithium play, Villar. Way to maximize that and spread the flame. He's probably like, that's why I didn't want to kill it last round, because I get this flame. Either way, good stuff. Let's see if Samurai can stay hot. Samurai, you got 20 seconds starting now. Teams are playing good tonight. Captains, you guys are calling good games. Players, you're playing quick. Timer's up. See if she beats it. Barely. Right down to the wire, Samurai. Getting close. But as long as you beat it, doesn't matter. All right. Playing Orbital. Could be another 15 if that wall caps. Going to send Torment over to Busy. Busy's like, I just got in here and these people are all up in my grill. Sign of respect, Busy. Orbital to the wall. Torment to Busy. S6 Vlad's loaded to the wall. She has to move out of the rover zone into the no zone. We'll put her right there. Might be important. It does hit from the no zone. Double blue for Samurai. All right. And right after Samurai, we've got Julia. Timer's up. I will cap her boss, so she doesn't need to worry about that. Easily takes down the timer. All right, so she's going to play the Corona Wand. And pretty nice play there. We've not seen that in a little while. It was set up nicely Combo shot by Julia and Villar. There's a method to the madness. Corona 1 lights up straw man number 3 if straw man number 2 is already lit. And it is a red wand, so red wands are out of play. It is a wand effect, not an attack, so she doesn't take inhalation. So nice free straw man. She's going to drive over to the bomber zone, but you're not going to drive because you don't have a vehicle. But you can walk, and it doesn't cost you anything because you are in the rover zone. She's going to gold blaze a straw man, which is going to give her straw man number 4, a little sneaky there. And that one doesn't cost her anything either. So wand to pet gets them up to 4 straw men. And she's going to use her pyre ability to get a free absorption. Nice. Julia, that was a dang good move, I will say. Sometimes it works out that way. B-Dub played the Gold Psycho, but that's one of the better moves I've seen. Very, move to the bomber zone. Corona wand lights a straw man. Gold blaze spreads it. Max seal on yourself. So a little bit of protection there. Pyre ability. And shooting the red gel. If B-Dub doesn't play Gold Psycho, you light 3 straw men in 1 turn. But B-Dub did play the Gold Psycho. So that is the final Psycho for Team MIR. And the gold breaks her newly cast absorption with her pyre. All right, make sure I got it right now. Let me go ahead and that's a 63-point Kang for Arc. And that's their second flag. So we got, walls are close. MIR with a little bit of a lead. Flags are close. They're even. MIR got a couple more, but Arc able to get some other stuff like maybe Vox did. That's why this thing is close. So both teams keep focused. Let's keep this battle going. I got a feeling it's going to come down to the wire. All right, let's go from Julia over to Moonshot, 20 seconds. All right, his timer is up. See if he beats it. All right, I do not have Moonshot beating the timer. All right, I got his move in. Going to go Orcus to Dow and a Cadet to Strawman. Orcus is going to break Dow's absorption. Going to splash one of the flames. And a Cadet's going to splash the other one. All right, that's the way you take it from 4 straw men down to 2 pretty quickly. That's a veteran presence right there. Moon's like, I kept typing Inferno. I couldn't do the Inferno. You know what? That might take the 10-point hit. That's an example of how good Speed Racer is. Cannot get that Inferno. All right. Well, you know what? Let's kick it over to Dow. 20-second timer. See if Dow can beat the timer. He does pretty easily. Man, Dow likes being over on that side of the map. He's heading over there again, Moon. Coming to see you. Gonna fear smoke, Moon. Yep. And Moon's boss did cap. That's 3 flags to 2. And his boss is on Main Street. Let's make sure we cap the right one. Main Street caps. Fear smoke to Moon. Gas blast to Julie J. Heal and seal to himself. And then a max spark to Julie J. Man, Dow bringing a lot of stuff here. Like, get everybody out of my house. So B-Dub, you're going to fear Moon, gas blast Julie J. And then going to put a max spark on Julie J to slow her down. Yep, no heal and seal. So the fear does go through. He doesn't get the heal and seal, though. No seal. Didn't need the heal. All right. So JJ is going to be immune to the first max spark. But here's what happens, okay? Moon is feared down to the no zone with Samurai. JJ is gas blasted over to the other side. That gas blast going to take her down to 90%. Ward followers are over. All right, well, let's back that up. They have 2 weights. So they're going to prevent the gas blast. And the max spark. All right, portal is good. Fear smoke is good. Double smoke from Dow. That's -5 a second time tonight. The arc is used to double play. So no heal and seal. She avoids the first max spark. She can't avoid any more with the Boots of Dancing. And JJ's up, 20 seconds. After JJ, we got Pope. She gets her move in time. About 3 seconds to spare. Going to go boss to Main Street. JJ playing boss. 5 with cap in 7. Going to play a seal and absorption. And she's going to play blue gel to put out a straw man. And it'll summon Weber from the Dark Widow, which basically is a spider that does the same thing that Rod does. Julia, does the blue gel hit? Yay or nay? Mythic Psycho from Julia. All right, first Psycho of the game, playing Mythic Psycho. That is going to not only break her absorption, but because it does carryover damage, the damage hits before her seal. She'll get the seal on next turn. 15 points carries over to JJ. JJ, you're at 85%. But Weber is still summoned because of the cast. And she will get a seal, which will resolve. So she plays a boss, plays a seal, has not resolved, plays absorption, shoots an arrow, Mythic Psycho, coming back for 35. 20 is taken from the absorption. She takes 15, doesn't put out the flame, and Dark Widow summons Weber for next turn. All right, after JJ, final move of round number 5, let's kick it over to Pope. You got 20 seconds, Pope. Pretty fast, not gonna lie. That was J-Law like speed there. All right, so he's gonna play boss to their chest. So you're gonna have a pretty close boss game here at the end. Binds to Kel. Gonna break her seal. Gonna take Kel down to %60. Health check. Kel at 60. Moon 89. JJ 85. Sorry, Moon, you're not at 89. That was your boss. Your boss lived. Moon at 100. JJ at 85. Everybody else looking pretty good. Red gel to Strawman. It's going to break his seal. All right. Red gel hits the Strawman. It's going to break Pope's seal. Does light up Strawman number 3. Vines does hit Kel. Boss to their chest. Pope playing boss in 5 with cap in 7. And let me do some resolution here. We got B-Dub getting a blessing. Busy getting a blessing. DZ. I've got Art getting 25. MIR getting 0. Dow neutralized 1. Pope got the other one. Julia and the Bomber. I got Julia getting an Occupy bonus for 150 bonus points. All the points going to come down. Like I said, it's a close game. Stay focused, everybody. It's very close. A lot of different ways to get points in these games today. All right, we're going to go to round number 6. This is the final round of 5 players. Kel, 20 seconds. And 1. Timer's up. Did not make the timer. She might have typed some infernos. Who knows? All right, she got Orcus to Dow. And again, if you don't make the timer, take the time you need. Obviously, the move's important. Orcus to Dow, Heal and Thrill, S6 Vlad's loaded to the wall. Julia, let me know if it hits. All right. Heal and Thrill. Smart move by Kel. Going to give her 20% back. Such a good smoke. Orcus to Dow. Dow taking a little bit of damage. Not much. A lot of health. Orcus only hitting him for 5%. But more importantly, putting out a straw man. And straw man last round was 15 points for Arc, 0 for MIR. I think that's the only thing I didn't announce. 15-0. So we're putting out that third flame this time with Orcus. Dow takes a little bit of damage. S6 Vlad's with Thrill. It's making it S7. Down in the difficult red zone. But MIR knows a thing or two about walls. Blue block. Teardrop. Red block. MIR with 2 full red blocks remaining in their second wall. Busy, you have Torment Smoke on you. I want to remind you, your turn starts now, 20 seconds. She knew, and she got the move in quick. All right, so we can remove the Torment now because her move has happened. So let's go ahead and calculate it. Silver Spark, Summon Rage, Rapture loaded to the wall. With Ignite, and gonna send some Torment over to Bonnie. Not a lot of juice on it, but we'll see if B-Dub says wait. Teardrops might be a premium on this tougher wall. Rapture loaded with the Rage. Looking like a E3 with a little bit extra in Ignite. Gold blue from B-Dub. B-Dub more concerned about the teardrop than the rage. Final blue of the game for MIR. Final blue of the game for both teams. The gold from the gold blue. It's going to break Busy's seal. All right. Let's go to B-Dub. You got 20 seconds, B-Dub, starting now. Her boss is going to cap. So while she's typing her move, I'll go ahead and give MIR their fourth boss. Timer is up. B-Dub did not beat the timer. Barely missed the timer. Blackout Wand is good. Cape of Craven, turn into a priestess, is good. Dark Nolan is good. Unholy the Torment is successful. S6 Oracle to the wall. Julia. The Blackout Wand means we're going to have no DZ points this turn. All right, what are we preventing? I guess the only thing we can prevent is the Oracle. Pope with the prevention. All right, Blackout Wand, no DZ points. And no halos. Putting the halos up from last round, if you guys are wondering. JJ, Pope, and Dow. So no DZ points, no halos, and that is the Abyss Wand. Almost every wand used. Dark Nolan is out, and Oracle is prevented. After B-Dub, we got Valar starting right now. 20 seconds. In 3, in 2, in 1. She got her move in. Going to go Rhyme to Kel. Torment to Samurai. M7 Rapture with Echo to the wall. So B-Dub, you got Rhyme hitting Kel. Kel no longer has binds, by the way. She did heal through it. B-Dub giving a little bit of thought, I think. Let me know if it hits or if we're waiting. It hits. All right. First thing that's going to happen, Rhyme is going to hit Kel. A lot of health. Rhyme's not going to do too much damage. It is Valar's trigger pet. Kel taking 6%. Going to take her down to 74 after a heal. But Rhyme does lock in that straw man. Okay? Freezes this one. So that would have to be broken before that one can be gotten rid of. Torment to Rise good. M7 Rapture with Echo. Looking like an M8. And the only thing I can tell you is we know this wall is tougher. They do get the teardrop. One second. All right. Boosting it up to 8. Villar, you get a whopping 2 blocks. Told y'all it was tougher. Black block, green block. Did get the important teardrop, but a little tougher sledding here than it was before. And you did freeze a flame. All right, we go from Villar over to Samurai. 20 seconds, Samurai. Pretty fast. That was done in 5 seconds. 5 seconds, Samurai. No doubt about it. Samurai, go head over to the bomber zone. Going to use Unholy on the Torment. Going to play Red Nolan. And M7 Oracle to the wall, Julia. It hits. And it does finish the wall. I've got 17 points for MIR. 15 points for MIR. And I got an important question. We're going to give Samurai a gold bar. We won't give her a gold bar because Dominari. We're going to go ahead and rebuild this. And my question to Samurai is, which target would you like to seal? JJ's boss. All right, so that's got an extra seal on it. Little added protection there. All right, pretty fast there. Julia, 20 seconds. See if you can get your move in 20 seconds. I think Julia's pretty fast typer, though. But we'll see. In 4, in 3, and 2. Time. Look at that. Had it in 2 seconds in advance, already on the screen. Julia's going to play Gold Nolan. E3, St. Elmo loaded to the wall with Empower. You can't play Empower because Empower can only be played if it's the only ability. So I can't give you Empower, but I'll explain it to you guys because there's a lot of abilities. If you use Empower, it's the only ability you can use. So you can't have used previous abilities, no Ignites, no Disperse, none of those things. So you don't get it. B-Dub says it hits. Yeah, Empower, for all of you guys listening, is a either or. All right, 10 points from Elmo. $10 points. But you didn't hurt that wall, that's for sure. All right, but she's like, I got to throw something. E3. E3 is getting through. Green block. 20% of a blue block. Got 80 blue remaining. All right, after Julia, we got the King of the Inferno grenade. Moonshot, you got 20 seconds, starting now. Pretty fast for Moonshot as well. He's bringing out a Nolan. We got a Nolan barrage here. S6 Rapture loaded. Going to make sure Villar does not use Ignite. Going to teardrop the wall. Black block. Green block. Double blocks for Moon. Let's kick it over to Dow. Dow, you got 20 seconds, starting now. Pretty fast there as well, too. Dow beat the timer. That was a 10-second move, y'all. A lot of good moves here at the end. Going to red blitz. B-Dubs Nolan. Red gel to Moon's Nolan. And gold spark Kel. Dow's like, I better get rid of some of these Nolans. But he had to burn a pet and had to burn an attack. B-Dub, Dow is the Nolan executioner. And he did it fast. Oh, man. That's angry. How about that? You know, and again, Dow has so much damage on that Cosmic. And the assumption is he's shooting from the Cosmic because he didn't put any juice on it. So they're going to pain that back to Julia's boss, which is going to be more than enough to take out Moon's Nolan is gone. B-Dub's Nolan is gone. Julia's Nolan, pained and gone. Riley still has a Nolan. Good moves all the way across the board. And Riley's Nolan is a red Nolan. Just checking it. Good combo shots, everybody. Dow with the Nolan. JJ's like, let me get one of those. Speaking of JJ, 20 seconds, JJ, starting right now. Started JJ's turn. Weber's going to take a block. Every block counts. Green block off the board. See if JJ beats the timer. Timer's up. She beats it. Going to send a Kang to her own boss. Mythic Kang could be worth 63. Going to gold spark Pope. Again, there are no DZ points this round. And a blue arrow to the straw man. Now, I'm going to explain this as well. Even though JJ played a blue gel, it is ice blocked, and there is no precedence for this, but any damage to that is going to break that outer layer. So she doesn't have to play a red gel to get rid of the block that is frozen on it. I will talk to the competition committee. We may do that, but for tonight's reasoning, if Rhyme hits and that flame is encased, any damage to that will break it. So I'm not going to say her blue gel did not do it. If we establish that, we'll announce it. But the damage to that encased flame does break the outer casing, but she doesn't put out a straw man. So Weber, Mythic Kang, Gold Spark, and her arrow breaks Rhyme's casing. All right, final move of round 6. It would have worked there. I don't know if it'll work tomorrow. I'll let you guys know tomorrow after we talk it over. Probably not. We're probably going to make it a red arrow going forward. But we'll figure it out. But for tonight, yes, any damage would have worked. Pope, 20 seconds. Easily beats the timer. 6's red gel, E5 to Riley's Nolan, Mythic Kang to his boss, and the 6's ability to steal a block. Pretty solid move there. All right, 6's activation. Blue block. Going to take out Riley's boss. MIR made it work to take out those Nolans. That's what you do. Mythic Kang to his own boss. Also good stuff. Pope could be worth 63 if that caps. Sixus red gel. Good. Pet, good. Activation, good. Can I get the final four, everybody? We got a good one. I'm going to tally a few things here. Arc, able to get 2 blocks. That's 10, or 2 straw men. That's 10 points. DZ doesn't matter. No halos, no DZ points. Temple, we had Busy B in the Temple. And we had B-Dub. Newsflash, nobody's getting gold orb. We'll get the lineups in. Looks like we've got Busy, Villar, Julia, and Dow. So Busy staying in. Looks like we're not making any changes. Except Pope heading over. And his halo will not come into play. On the other side, we got Bonnie staying in. So I think we got Kel, Bonnie, Samurai, and Moon. JJ heading out. And JJ's blessing halo will not come into play as well, so we can remove that. All right. Good luck, everybody. Have some fun. We got a good one. 2 bosses will probably cap this round toward the end on the final moves. Kelly, got 20 seconds. Get your move in. She got her move in on time. No problem there. Going to blue spark herself to get rid of the gold spark. Play red Fido, Thrill, S8. Red Fido to give her the extra E3. 8, 9. $12, looking like E12. And 1 point's going to carry over to Bonnie. E12 lads. Down in the blue zone. Blue block, blue block, blue block. No teardrop. Stops right there. And we go. Kel beat the timer. Busy Bee, you're up. 20 seconds. Beats the timer easily. Seal and Thrill from Busy. Blue Spark, S8 Wedding Crasher loaded. Gold Kang over to Pope's Boss. Busy playing Gold Kang. Could be worth 55 if it caps. We'll see if it hits. 8, 9, 10. E10, B-Dub. Does hit. Second wall with the E10. $80 blue, blue. Teardrop. $25 red. 75 red remaining. So we got 2 3/4 for Team Arc. Now MIR's a wall ahead. But MIR with 4 blocks, but one of them is a teardrop. So basically 3. Busy with a nice shot. All right, B-Dub final move. 20 seconds. Easily in time. Beats the timer. Gold Rage, Blue Spark, Thrill Smoke, M7, Goliath. M7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Julia says, hold up. You start bringing out the Goliath, then we got to talk. Busy Bee going to shut it down. A lot of stuff there. A lot of prevention. All right, let's kick it over to Villar, your final move, 20 seconds. Barely under the radar. Gold Blitz to Riley's Nolan, which doesn't exist. However, I'm going to let you redirect the Gold Blitz because it does need a target. So if you'd like to send that to a player, I'm going to get to the smoke problem in a second. You don't have to challenge yourself because I'm going to give you a 5-point penalty for it. Blart, you in your last move, they're head scratchers sometimes. All right. I'm going to send it to Kel because she's not sealed. Kel, you're getting a gold blitz, and we're going to take you from 74 down to 67. I mean, it's something. All right, so gold blitz, Kel, because it needs a target because Riley has no Nolan out. Blue spark, snowstorm. You do get the dust smoke on Samurai. So yeah, there's that. That's the first one you type, so that's the first one you get. And the snowstorm hits. Only problem, and snowstorm is such a beautiful grenade, but what does it have to do to trigger its effect? See, that's the important part. If you're going to use a snowstorm, make sure you know when it has to hit. And that's why B-Dub's like, let it hit. Because you ain't freezing nothing. But she's got 2 3/4 red and not much juice on it. So B-Dub's smart to let that hit because the only extra she's getting from it is a blue spark. And I almost feel bad for you. I do. Because you get half a red block. This is a stronger wall. We already saw that. So you go from 2 3/4 down to 2 1/4. So smart move by B-Dub, just letting it play out. But you did get the timer bonus. And now we're going to go over to Samurai. 22nd Samurai. You got the dust on you. We got Samurai, Julia, Moon, and Dow. See if Samurai can beat the timer. Or if she even needs to. Time is up. And that is a negative on the timer. But probably planning out a bigger move. Samurai, Julia, Moon, and Dow. All right, she's going to go. Gold Rage. Blue Spark. Thrill Smoke. S8 Vlad's loaded with Echo. She does have the dust smoke, but throwing a lot extra out there. One point of Echo will carry over to Moon. I've got 8, 9, 10. S14. It's a nice shot with no tank. Julia, anything left? It hits. All right. First shot. Taking down the teardrop. Red block. Red block. 75%. Red block. 25% of the wall holding on. BW ain't going to save that for Moonshot. No. Oh, Intaglio just staged Moonshot, keeping him from getting a gold bar. B-Dub adding the extra juice. Intaglio boosting the rage, which does add on to Samurai's attack, so it gives her the extra rage, which gives her the gold block. First gold bar for MIR. 50 for Samurai. Heisting it for Moonshot. That is wall number 3 for Team MIR. All right, that was Samurai. She failed on the timer, but got a good move in. It's worth it. Julia, your final move of the night. Give you 20 seconds. Players playing fast tonight. Captains doing well with captains. Julia, that was pretty quick there. It was about 6 seconds. Arc Spark, Red Rage. S8 Elmo to the wall. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Spark, Smoke, 13. Julia with an S13. Elmo. B-Dub playing the prevention. Shutting it down. 2 moves remaining, y'all. Moonshot, 20 seconds. Eric, if you can hold up just a little bit, let these players concentrate in breaking this game home. We got 2 more moves left, and we'll catch up with you guys, but we want the players to focus and the teams calling the preventions to focus as well. We are down to the wire here, guys. 2 moves remaining. Moonshot's going to Talon Samurai over to the rover zone. Move into range. And he is in range. Oh, he's going to move into range of their wall. Gotcha. He's heading over to the other side. S8 Mighty Mike loaded with Ignite. Julia, anything for that? It hits. All right, Moon bringing the Mighty Mike. With the high juice on it. That was a quarter. Going to rebuild that. Quarter to a full red block. And because of the juice on it, actually going to carry over another quarter. So now we got 3 1/4 left. That might not seem like much with a Mighty Mike. S9, he does have the echo. Adding the S9, the extra ignite. Put him up to 3.35. 3.35 on the red wall, Arc. All right, we take it over to Dow. Dow, bring us home. Final move of the night, 20 seconds. We'll cap all the bosses shortly. All right, final move. Let's see what Dow has in store. Misses on the timer on the final move. Probably thinking about his final move. Going to move to the DZ. We're going to go Mythic Taser to Kel. And an E8. All right. Well, not going to lie. It's going to hurt. All right. We got a wait, delay a game, and then we got a hits. Kel can't intervene herself. Dow hitting with a Mythic Taser. It's the strongest pet in the game. And it has taken Kel from 67% down to 37%. And Dow's Cosmic Rifle is the strongest weapon in the game by a lot. And Dow is getting the killing blow on Kel in the final turn. %51%. You can intaglio. You don't need to intaglio. His damage, his attack is enough without Villar's intaglio. Dow with a CK, final shot of the night. We'll see if that's enough, but also getting a second ruffled feather and a killing blow. You can play Dying Breath, Kel. If Kel plays the Dying Breath, Villar's going to add the intaglio. So Ninja Dying Breath is going to give her extra. Villar's intaglio will still get the killing blow. Both good moves. And had the intaglio not been there, we might have seen our first Dying Breath. All right, couple things to add up. Dow with a CK added on the board. Dow with a second ruffled feather. 2 feathers. Samurai, 150 points for Occupy on the final move. Very nice. Another 150. Couple bosses cap. JJ with a boss cap. Flag number 5. Another Mythic Kang going up on the board. Pope. Third flag. Arc, a 63 and a 55. All right, let's get a couple extras in here to see where we end up with the walls and all the other stuff. Because PCP points, all this stuff comes down to the wire. So let's go with B-Dub getting a blessing. Busy B getting a blessing. 6 blessings, 5 blessings. Nobody able to get the gold orb. So, and game's over, guys. You guys can congratulate each other. I'm just doing the math here. It all comes down to the totals at this point. Arc, 25 points in the DZ. MIR, 0. Strawman, 10 more points for Arc. 0 for MIR. All right, MIR on a fresh wall. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Did not get them down into the red. Arc was 6. That is going to finish off the wall. We're going to go ahead and rebuild it. So it's going to take 4. Second one, let's go ahead and give them 2 more. Killing Blow could be huge. Samurai's Occupy could be huge. MIR, 3 full walls. Arc, 2 full walls. Both teams working on the next one. And we'll calculate. I think it's going to be a close one. Feels like a slight MIR win, but again, I don't know about the DZ points and all that stuff. We'll calculate it. Dow able to get 100 PCP DZs. Moonshot able to sneak in, even with 3, and able to get 50 points. All right, you guys hold tight. Give me about 5 minutes. We'll do all the math, and we'll see what this came down to. We'll be right back. All right, everybody, we are back, and pretty good one. We saw a couple different strategies to tonight's game, so I'll give you a real quick overview of a breakdown so you guys can see what I was looking at and what the math is, and then I'll give you a couple things into the final score. So overall, with the scoring, we've got Arc able to stall a little bit, but MIR's flag game, pretty good. 5 flags to 3. It's tough to make up 2 flags. I mean, that's 500 points once you get at that level. But Arc certainly giving it their best. In some cases, you got to do it with the walls, but MIR had a strong wall game toward the end. So Arc with MIR with 500 point advantage, and also 970, 615 advantage on the wall. So at that point, you're looking at a little bit over 700. So how are they going to make it up? Well, straw man game. They got some good momentum with the straw man, but it was only 65 points. They were ramping it up a little bit, up a little bit. Moon had that big double attack that got him from 4 down to 6. So Arc didn't kind of ramp that up a little bit. Seemed like it should have been more than 65, but that was the difference in strawman. So not cutting away a whole lot there. Dow with a big killing blow at the end. 200 points. Always good to get that 200-point shot. Shows you the lethal nature. When somebody lets their guard down on health, big hitters can make big moves at the very end. Dow was a big shot right there. So that made up 200 points, plus he got the ruffled feather. Talk about that in a second. Kangs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4. So Kangs, almost even on Kangs, 309 to 299. Pretty close on the Kang game. Gold bars, 50-50. 1 for each. MIR got a few more walls, but Dominari stopped 1. Cyrus got 1. So that was your gold bars. Feather, Dow, 50 points in feathers. 2 ruffled feathers tonight. 1 on a boss, 1 on a player. Starting to pull away with that lethal title. MIR, no feathers. Cannonball, 25 for Valar, 0 for MIR. Tires were even. DZ, 150. So at this point, you're probably figuring out, look, Arc played a little bit better in some of the different areas, like more of the areas, but MIR scored bigger in a couple of the areas. So box like the other night, they won chipping away with a lot. Arc won a lot of areas, but didn't totally pull away here. 1 second. All right, DZ points. DZ points. We had one round there was no DZ points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 150 for Arc. 75 for MIR. So again, Arc chipping away a little bit. Both teams got the Occupy. Riley's Occupy at the end was huge. We got a couple orbitals, 1 red, 1 regular for MIR. A couple Chromicas and also an Elmo on the other side. Final score tonight. MIR at home just a little bit better. Arc had a good strategy, but MIR super hot right now. Even after the point deduction of 35 points for Arc. 2,989 Team MIR. 2,604 for Team Arc. About a 400-point loss, but I got both Occupies, so both Occupies are added to those total. MIR, 2,989. Arc, 2,604. And it felt like a couple 100-point game. Arc needed to flip something or take the walls. It's hard to lose the walls and the flags both. So if you lose one, you kind of got to take over the other one. If you get both, we've seen that time and time again. That is certainly a recipe if you don't have a huge influx. But good game. Great job to the captains. You guys did a great job tonight. Great job to the challengers and the players. You guys played awesome start to finish. So thanks, everybody. Enjoy your night. Great match. No event tomorrow night. So we got nothing going on tomorrow night, but we do have a really good storyline for you guys lined up on Friday. We need everybody to be there. It's going to take all you guys have to beat the Lost Asylum. The Lost Asylum is legit. And one last announcement to all of you guys. Saturday night, and Trigger, you better let everybody know, It's date night, baby, on Saturday night. Saturday night, we got Tag Team Clash. We want all of you guys to be there. We might even let some of you guys pick your own tag team partner. You want to play with somebody different? We're going to mix it up a little bit. We're bringing Clash back. It is date night. I want you guys clashing. We need a big Friday night. We need a big Saturday night. Start to pad your stats, because when the portal comes out, there's going to be a lot of stats to keep up with. Great job, MIR. Way to stay hot, getting that victory. Sly might have something to say for you guys. At some point, somebody's going to step up and say, come on, MIR, we got to slow you down a little bit, but we've not seen it yet. Will that be Team Sly when we play our next game on Monday night? I mean, I heard we have a red wedding game, MIR traveling on the road. That's going to be a good one. Will the league start to balance out, or will MIR continue to show their dominance and go for win number 10, everybody? Have a great night. Enjoyed the game, and I'll see all of you guys. Ron's like, who wants to be my partner? We need you guys clashing. Get your volunteers out there. I'll see you guys all on Friday night. Have a good night, everybody. Peace.